It has been a little bit. I took a break from programming and programming on the side, I should say. And I've just been kind of chilling, hanging out. But I'm bringing another devlog for my text adventure game. I just spent the last, not the full 24 hours, but the last 24 hours, like some time within that 24 hours, building the start of an inventory system. Um, just to start. So what I've actually done recently is I've rebuilt a lot. I've kind of gone through and cleaned up the code a lot. Um, like the hero creation, it's the same. It's the same program runs, but it's just cleaner and better. It's easier to read code and easier to clean up afterwards and refactor. So I'm pretty happy about that. For example, like this hero creation file. At one point in the very beginning, when I first started messing with this project and C kind of in general, which is only a couple months ago, it was like thousands of lines of code trying to do the same thing over and over and over again. And I started discovering function like macros and cleaning it up more. And now we're down to, as you can see, less than 500 lines, accomplishing the same goal. Um, so I redid this. Rebuilt a lot of this file, the hero creation, and I also did the same for the stats. I started working with structures and pointers and whatnot. And I'm still very much trying to learn them. I'm a little bit better about structures, but pointers are still a little rough for me. So more time, more practice to come, I guess. Um, so let's see what we've got going on here. So we're gonna go ahead and compile. We're still getting some warnings. Don't worry about it. I'll clean them up as time goes by. I'll clear that. This slash a. Okay. So it's the same old thing. The hero creation is leech. I decided to make it certain things stand out a little bit more. That way, it's not just all the same font and color. So it's the name or the variable that's being um, declared or given a value is now standing out a little bit more. Dynasty name. I come from the Burns dynasty. Yep, see, same thing. Burns stands out a little bit more than the rest of the words. Gender, this is pretty much the same. You can enter M or F. If you enter M, it'll give you male automatically. If you enter male, it'll no. If you give it male like this, it'll still say male. If you give it I think man, dang it, man, yeah, it'll do the same thing. Same, so, and also female, um, it'll understand that. But if you give it anything else, if you give it I wanted to give it M, F, or W, male, F for female, and W for woman or whatever. But I decided against that because it was kind of a pain for me to try to do it. It was a little bit more work that I wanted to do. Not much more, but some more. So I just decided to allow, if you enter your own, you can enter, I don't know, uh, I don't know, a cat. It's not a gender, but whatever. You can enter anything. For now, we'll just go with woman since we have it, female since we have it uh, selected. You can also see how it says M/F or enter your own, whatever you want. Um, so for the purpose of this and debugging, I decided to prevent the program from reading from a text file, giving a description about what country you choose. So right now we're just going to go with Imperia, and rather than it reading from a text file, it just skips past that just for the purposes of it, because it would take like a minute to read through all of that. We're going to confirm that. Yes, that's where we're from. And we still haven't done any work with professions, but we're going to go ahead and choose merchant. Yep. And now here's where it all starts. Class. So I've done some work with the all of the classes, but up to the current point with the inventory being implemented, it's just the warrior. So let's go with warrior. You can also just do one if you want. Okay. Gives you the same little ASCII art, ASCII art, whatever it is. And yep, we are a warrior. So now you start to hear allocation, which I rebuilt. Because now it does some work with stats. So when you apply stats to an attribute, you can give up to one, or you can give up to four. So one, two, three, or four, no more than that. right now at least, in the initial hero creation. Um, each point that you apply to a specific area can affect a specific trait, such as if you apply a point to health, or I'm sorry, to strength, that affects the damage that you do if it's physical damage, and also the health, your maximum health. If you apply a point to intelligence, now that it affects the maximum mana that you have, your hero has, as well as it lowers the mana cost of each ability that requires mana, and it increases the damage for magical abilities. Um, so that's what I've been like. Like a mad scientist over here working along for this stuff. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and pick strength because we're warrior. How many points would you like to allocate to strength? We're gonna do the max. That's 4. And then we'll go ahead and just do the rest. The rest don't matter right now because the warrior's abilities right now are all physical. So applying intelligence, dex, and luck to them won't do anything. Also, dexterity and luck don't have anything right now. I'm thinking of a way to implement those, but for now they're just kind of there for placeholders. Give intelligence 4, and then we'll give dex the remaining 2. Okay, so for the purposes of the demo, if I get this, I guess it shows everything. I had it print out the weapon you currently have equipped. The every warrior will start with the same exact thing. The only thing that's different is the amount of points you allocate. Um, so you currently have a rusty sword equipped. The rusty sword adds 10 damage. I forgot the word damage. Because of this, damage for slash is now 38. The damage for charge is now 43, and the damage for whirlwind is now 63. So keep those numbers in mind. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. If you hear noise in the background, it's my cat running around playing with. I got her this little mouse thing. She's loving it. Um, so if we go to stats and we look at the warrior class, you can kind of see here slash the baseline damage for slash is 20, and here slash is 38 after running the program and allocating those points. So we've added the rusty sword. I believe I gave it 10 damage for the purposes of this. Where are you? Starting weapon. Okay, there's that, and then we call it a small rucksack. Rusty sword. Here we go. 10 damage. Okay, so the rusty sword does the 10 damage, so it adds onto that, so that's 30. Now you may be wondering where the other 8 comes from. That comes from those attributes, the strength attribute. Because I applied 4 strength attribute points to strength. I guess I applied 4 attribute points to strength. Um, that doubled. So for each attribute point I applied to strength is 2 extra damage on. I hope I'm making sense. Same with all the other abilities. Where whirlwind originally the baseline for whirlwind, no matter what, is always going to be 45. But the moment you add in a weapon that does different damage or adds damage on top of that, and attribute points for when you level up. For right now, there's no leveling up, but once you level up, you make an attribute point. You can apply it to damage, and now you do an extra 2, and then maybe eventually it can multiply. I feel like I'm rambling, but that's what I've been working on. Um, so this I'm gonna take a nice break because I've been going hard on this all weekend. It's Monday now. Luckily, work is very slow. I have some paperwork to do, but um, yeah, that's about it. So the inventory system has now started. The next steps would be to allow for picking up and dropping items, and once you pick it up, now that slot in your bag is now taken up and all that. So that's the next steps. And then yeah, I also made a slight change to the website. Not much, just something I added, like I updated what's being worked on. All right, and go here. And there we go. This needs to be made a little larger, but I was so excited that I completed this the attributes and whatnot. So yeah, next things will be to keep working on inventory. Add a command for the inventory. You can do slash bag. Open your bag and print out everything you have in it, or something like that. It can print out what you have equipped. I don't know, slash inventory. That way, the inventory will also print out the contents of the bag. Your inventory is not just your bag. Your bag is a part of your inventory. Your inventory consists of the weapon you equipped, head armor, chest armor, leg armor, then a bag, then gold, however much gold you have, because I want to have like some type of in-game economy. Not really an economy, but you can buy stuff. I guess it's economy. I don't know. Whatever. Um. Anyway, that's it. So, uh, thanks.